So I've been sitting on this topic for like over a month now. Why I returned my Intel Arc B570. I was super excited when the new Intel Arc lineup dropped. I had already gained a lot of appreciation for Intel after buying my A580. I got into that late into the launch cycle for the A series. Obviously, it was before they announced the Battle Mage, but deep enough into it to where I'd watch like 11 months worth of content of people dunking on Intel, saying how bad the GPUs were. Now, when I got it, they'd already been out for a long while. The drivers were mostly fixed. The card was pretty solid for what you're buying it for. So I was excited, hyped up. People were saying this is a 1440p card, that they're better than the 4060, better than the 4060 Ti, all that stuff, on par with the 4070. So yeah, excited to get into that. And then, I had put the GPU in my son's rig, and he just does 1080p gaming right now, and mainly like stuff like Roblox, with, Marvel Rivals, some Fortnite, a little bit here and there. So it's not a lot of demanding stuff for the GPU. So when I finally saw people talking about how it wasn't great with older CPUs, I decided to test it. My son's rig has a Ryzen 5 4500 in there, so brand new, but the cheapest brand new budget CPU you can get, which is why I bought that one at the time, and it does well, for the A580. So going and starting to test it, start doing benchmarking. The first game I tested in was Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, right? So leaving the settings the same at the ultra presets that I do for the A580, the game played for a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes without issues, and then right around like maybe more than that. It was like, I think in the benchmarking videos right around minute 6, where the game just started to slow down, like lag hardcore, and it wasn't like a momentary stutter. It was pure lag that wouldn't break. So I had him relaunch the game right around that same thing, going into it like that, the same problem again. Reboot the entire rig, gone over settings, make sure everything's good, and it's still the same issue consistently. So I had him just lower the preset qualities down to medium and play a long session. And after he did that, no more lag and stutter. So essentially, and the consensus seems to be out right now, that if you want to make use of this GPU, you have to upgrade to a stronger CPU. Right now, I can get as long as they're in stock. They kind of fluctuate on Micro Center's prices, but like a Ryzen 7 3700X, they can be anywhere from $140 to $130, depending on what time you get them at Micro Center or whatnot. And that, again, that's just if you live close to one. You could, if you're far away and you have to order one, you're asked out, because they're pretty consistently 140 everywhere else I've seen them. So for me personally, if you have to spend at a minimum $140 to buy a CPU upgrade, and you're buying an A580 or a B580, and the B580 is $260 to $300, you're looking at well over at a minimum, you're looking at $400 for the price range for the GPU in honesty, and if not more, like $400 to $400 plus. And I'm sorry, but at $400 plus dollars, I would just look for a 4060 Ti or whatnot that's open box or whatever. That's exactly what I did. Like, as soon as I saw that, I yanked that GPU out of the system, put the A580 right back in there, put it back in the box, saw a 4060 Ti open box for $350, used that as a credit to return towards buying the 4060 Ti. And yeah, so is it an upgrade? Maybe later on down the line, but right now at launch, I don't think so. I wouldn't be coming out of pocket for that. Now, maybe if you're already somebody who already has that CPU in your rig and you're wanting to try it out or whatever, and that you have a good CPU that's stronger than the GPU you're already using, then by all means go for it. But me personally, I'm going to be waiting later on in the year, maybe the end of next year, before I even try to come back. Plus, the stock is still not there. We're like 3-4 months into the Battle Mage's arc life, and we're 4 months in and you don't regularly see that card listed anywhere, or at least not the last time I checked a couple weeks ago. So I don't know, I might be wrong on that. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but yeah, sorely disappointed. I know it's probably an issue with drivers. It'll probably get worked out later on down the line. But it seems like, if anything has taught me from the launch of the Battle Mage and the launch of the 50 series, that buying GPUs at launch probably just isn't a great idea, because there's a good chance that it's going to come down in price later. And also that whatever bugs are happening with the launch are most likely gonna get sorted out down the line too. Now I say that, and I might wind up buying a 5070 here shortly, but I don't know, I'm not super enthusiastic for it. Maybe for the sake of content, buying one. That, and then I don't really have my current main rig has a 7700 XT in it, and I have a 3080 stashed on the side. So buying a 5070, even though it's incrementally better than like the 40 series or whatnot, it would still be an upgrade for me overall. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and peace.